What's going on, everybody? Shalom, brothers. All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. All right, double honors to the apostles and elders over at Great Millstone who do rule well. All right, peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. All right, the brothers that's out there pushing this truth and sincerity. If you're watching this video now and you don't know who the Hebrew Israelites are, all right, and you're a so-called black man or woman, so-called Latino man or woman, so-called Native American man or woman, you're a Hebrew Israelite. All right, you are a part of the 12 tribes of the royal bloodline. All right. If you want to know more about that and what I mean, and about things that's going on, such as these earthquakes, things that's going on, such as World War III, things going on, such as all the race wars that's going on, and that's about to explode here in America and across the four corners of the earth. Different places, earthquakes in diverse places, all these things that you've heard about, these things that sound scary to you and you don't know what it is, go to YouTube right now and look up GMS Israelites. All right, they've been speaking about this well over 25 years. All right, so over a quarter century, these brothers from Apostle Tahar all the way down, they've been speaking about the things that's going on today, and they've been speaking about this for over 25 years. All right, so go to YouTube and look up GMS Israelites. All right, show you a quick video. It's right now we are in basically the year of prophecy. That's what the Apostle Tahar said that this year was going to be. It's going to be massive numbers of death. All right, from old and young, big and small, rich and poor, free and bond. It's gonna be numerous amount of death this year. All right, from natural disasters such as earthquakes, wildfires, hurricanes, tsunamis, whatever that may be. We know this because it speaks about in the Bible about the end of days. All right, in the end times. Apostle Tahar already dubbed this year the year of prophecy. What's been going on with this flu outbreak? Many people have been dying. Lots of people have been dying. Kids have been dying. Right? So that goes to show you what type of mind frame that the Most High is in right now. Because the Most High is the doer of all things. Right? Before I start this video, let's go here really quick. Because people might say, like, why do little kids die? If there's a God and, He is the doer of all things. If He's killing old people, kids, animals, it doesn't matter. It's rightful in the eyes of Yahweh, who the world calls God, right? So let's find out what's going on with stuff like that. So I'm gonna start here. This is 1 Samuel 2:6. There is none holy as the Lord, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. For there is none beside thee, neither is there any rock like our God. This is Eli talking to Hannah, I believe. Eli was a prophet, and Hannah was gloating. Hannah was, just she was talking too much, and I started here, but basically what happened was Eli told her, "Talk no more so exceedingly proudly, Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth, for the Lord Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai is a God of knowledge. He knows everything, man." So, because the Bible speaks about reincarnation, you know what I'm saying, in the Bible, right? There is reincarnation in the Bible, and Isaiah 14:21 also says, hold on, let me just get that really quick because I should know that by heart. Isaiah 24, it talks about, basically punishing Esau for what they did for their forefathers. All right, because for what their forefathers did, because people don't understand. All right, not only is it reincarnation, but it's also you're basically also going to get punished for the things that your forefathers done because that was you. You know what I'm saying? That's reincarnation, but also what your family members have done, the people who weren't you, because in this book it speaks about nations. All right. That's why it says nations shall rise against nations. It's only about nations. This book isn't about races. You know what I'm saying? This book isn't about white versus black. It's about nations against nations. It's about our nation, which is the nation of Israel, versus the other nations out there, which are all about all other nations outside of Israel are heathens. Right? Really quick, you know what I'm saying? Let me just make my point. You're gonna go in this Isaiah, it's 14:21, right? I did say 14:21, right? Isaiah 14:21 says, "Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities." So basically, prepare slaughter for their children, right? You might wonder why you just seen a kid die. You know what I'm saying? I know someone who just told me that she's from Mexico, you know, and her grandmother's still in Mexico. And she just told me that that earthquake that happened a while ago, there was a mother or a grandmother walking with her daughter, and the Most High crumbled the building that was next to him and crushed both the grandmother and the daughter, or the mother and child. They both died, and she couldn't figure out what the fuck was going on. Her grandmother told her these things. Her grandmother said she immediately started crying and like was in fear and trembling. These are the things that you people are going to see out here, you know? And the Most High is coming with that type of wrath and then some. And he's only going to protect the men of the Lord. And, you know, the 144,000, you know, that should be saved. 12,000 out of each tribe. There's 12 tribes. 12,000 out of each tribe equals 144,000. All right? So these end times are coming, and this is a year in a prophecy dubbed by Apostle Tahar from Great Millstone, which is what GMS stands for. So go to youtube.com, look up GMS Israelites, so you can get edified and actually know what's going on in this world. All right? You will know what's going on in this world if you just watch GMS Israelites. You're going to have other Israelite groups out there. But don't let those Israelite groups stray you into the wrong path. All right? And if you have the spirit, you won't let that happen. All right? Because Yahweh Shai, who the world calls Jesus Christ, is a so-called black man, right? Said that people will basically come to deceive you and deceive many. And we're going to get that in first let me play this clip really quick. Did I make my point here? No. So basically the point I wanted to make was because, you know, like I said, this lady's grandmother told her she saw this kid and her mother or grandmother get crushed by a building. And the whole time they think like, you know, weren't they good people? You know, wasn't that a child, an innocent child that got slain? The Most High is the doer of all things, man. So no, that child either wasn't a good, you know what I'm saying, a good child like in her past life, or even in her present life, because you got these badass kids out here that fucking deserve death too, you know. But even if it is like a righteous, there's such thing as a righteous killing as well, you know, where, you know, you'll get slain. You know, some of us might get killed for the word of this truth that's coming out, you know, for speaking this truth against Esau, which is a so-called white man, because soon they're coming to bring apart that new world order, right? And they will, whoever doesn't take that mark of the beast will most likely be killed, or, you know, something might happen to them. You know, they might get tortured or, you know, thrown in concentration camps. They're coming hard, man. You know, Esau's coming like that. Esau is the so-called white man. So this place is gonna be destroyed, and they're coming with death, man. That's all they're thinking about right now. But this is, you know, what I want to say about you know, the Lord, the Most High is the doer of all things, is to keep going with the scripture. It says, 1 second, I'm gonna jump down to verse 6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. He raiseth up the poor out of the dust and lifteth up the beggar from the dunghill to set them among princes. So basically, he does what he wants, man. and to make them inherit the throne of glory. For the pillars of the earth are the Lord's, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and he has set the world upon them. He does what he wants, man. You know? And it's all in righteousness. The Lord is not a man that he may, the God, the Most High, who his name is Yahweh, who the world calls God, but he is not a man that he may lie. And no, he doesn't make mistakes. All right, these are not mistakes out here. None of this is coincidence that this is going on right now. You know, so heed to this word. All right, we just read it. He's a doer of all things, man. All right, he killeth and maketh alive. The Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up, just like he did Yahushai. Brought him to the grave and brought him right back up. You think he can't do that again? He's a doer of all things, man. So you see a little kid get slain in these times, understand that that was righteous. That was meant to happen. Old lady, old man who was in the church and they were like, great, I guess, looked at as great in their community. Hold on 1 second. And they were looked at as great in their community. They might have gotten slain. And you're like, yo, how? Why? That, Miss Shirley, she was a woman of the Lord. Like, no, she wasn't. Because these churches are false, man. So let me just play this video for you. It's prophecy.
Weather Center all of a sudden. Very busy. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning in Anchorage, Alaska right now, and I bet you sirens are going off and people are rushing away from the coast.
It's got to be so scary.
So scary. Huge earthquake off the Alaskan coast. 12:30 a.m. local time, Alaska Standard Time. Let me show you the maps. Here's what we're looking at. It's now an 8.2 magnitude quake. It happened about 150 miles to the southeast of Kodiak, Alaska. That's the island there off of the Alaskan coast. There's Anchorage, Juneau, of course. All these places are going to be looking at possible evacuations, folks along the Alaskan coast, anyone near water, as we have tsunami warnings now for the entire coast of British Columbia and all of Alaska. So all of the Aleutian Islands, all of the Alaskan coast, all the way down to Vancouver. For the west coast of the United States, including Hawaii, that is now a tsunami watch, meaning that a tsunami is possible. So there are local communities here that are now also going to be watching the water levels very carefully along the Pacific to see exactly what happened with this earthquake. It's a relatively shallow earthquake at just 6 miles there on the northern Pacific Rim. A lot going on now along the west coast. If I get any reports of an actual tsunami going on or any reports of damage out of Alaska, of course, I'm going to be tweeting that throughout the morning at Greg D. Weather. Look for the information there.
Yo, listen, man. If you are a so-called black man or woman, a so-called Latino man or woman, so-called Native American man or woman, you need to go to YouTube, look up GMS Israelites, all right? Because they've been speaking about this for over 25 years, and this is not a game. It's not a joke. It's no longer at a point where you guys can be ignorant to say things like, oh, people always say that this world is going to end. Look in the year 2000 with Y2K and, the Mayan calendar and all these predictions. The Most High, it says in the Bible that no man shall know the day or the time or the hour of when the Most High is ready to push that button. Only the Most High. All right? So that's ignorant to even say that when nobody knows the time. It says it in the Bible. The Bible is the only book that speaks about prophecies, the things that actually says is going to happen, and it actually happens. All right? So enough with that bullshit of, oh, nobody, people always say that the world's going to end. They're just, I just ignore that. All right, you keep ignoring it while these prophecies keep being fulfilled. Because Romans, let's go to Romans, right? Really quick. Because it doesn't matter if you don't believe or not. Should be right here. It doesn't matter if you don't believe or not. Romans 3:3, for what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai without effect? It's not going to happen. Everything's still going to be fulfilled, whether you believe it or not. Right? So, really quick, let's just go to, reason why these earthquakes and things are happening. Right? Right now, we're in a time of prophecy. So, basically, it's only right to start bringing up these things. I feel like just about every video that's coming out now from either GMS, and if outside of GMS, whether it's just like so-called Christians that's out there, or Catholics, or other religions out there, this GMS is not a religion. Being an Israelite is not a religion. Being part of the Hebrew community, basically, it's not really a community. It's just people who been woken up. It's men of the Lord who've been woken up to the truth, and their prophets. All right, this is not a religion. This is the truth. All right. This is the truth. This is nothing religious about any of this. I mean, yeah, it's religious to the point where we believe, because I forgot. I think the word religion means to like just have belief in something, but this is literally just faith, just the truth, and that's it. Like, there's no refuting it. There's not a religion that can come up against it, because it will always get refuted. You know what I'm saying? There's no way you could debunk this. This stuff is coming to truth. So basically, all the things that's happening now is a part of this truth, man. So we're at a point where you can't say that no more. Everybody says that this stuff is gonna happen, and because it will happen. Just because you believe does not mean it ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So basically, Yahweh Shai told us what to look out for. Who the world calls Jesus Christ, that's Yahweh Shai. That's his name. That's his Hebrew name. That's his real name. All right. The letter J wasn't made until 1634, I believe, the 1630s. So basically, you got to ask yourself, what was his name before then? Because he was born before then. You know what I'm saying? So Jesus can't be his name, right? So Yahweh Shai is his name, all right? So anyways, it says right here in Matthew's. This is Matthew's chapter 24. I think I'm going to start at, for many shall come. Let's start at 1 really quick. And Yahweh Shai went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to shew him the buildings of the temple. And Yahweh Shai said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming, and the end of the world? Right? And Yahweh Shai answered them and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. All right? So that's why I was making that point about earlier. When you look up GMS on YouTube, GMS is they're the only people right now that have the spirit, pretty much. And maybe there's other people out there who do have the spirit, but I haven't found any that come with this truth the way that they do. All right, getting scoffed on the streets, getting embarrassed by other people, and they're not embarrassed because the Most High is not mocked. But what I'm saying is people trying to embarrass them, or trying to bring out things about them to try to drag their name through the dirt. GMS is the real deal. You can look at their videos, and you can watch other videos, which I just say avoid those people if it's not GMS anyways, because you don't want to spend your time like looking for entertainment as far as like gossip and stuff like that. Like, leave that shit to the reality TV watchers, you know what I'm saying? But you got people who make videos just specifically for like GMS, when GMS just straight up just goes straight forward with the truth. They don't care about making videos for like other people who don't believe. They'll do it from time to time just to show you, and they'll bring out scriptures to show you like, all right, that person went off. This person shouldn't be doing this. This person shouldn't be doing that. That's good to do. But they don't spend most of the hours of their days, their busy lives, trying to conform, conjure up these videos that's specifically for other people, like about other people. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what women do. Women like to gossip and make videos about what's going on in fucking like ASAP Rocky's girlfriend's life, or like Cardi B's fucking husband impregnating some other woman, some shit like that. Like, they like to do shit like that. All right, gossipers like to do shit like that. GMS is not like that. GMS is the real deal, and I'd say just avoid those other people and just go with GMS, because you'll be able to tell that they're here for edification and they're doing the will and the work of the Most High. All right, and ultimately for the Most High through the Spirit of His Son Yahweh Shai, who the world calls Jesus Christ. All right. God's name is Yahweh. Go to GMS to find out what it means, and they'll break it down for you. All right, where we stop at. So yeah, so those are the people who deceive many. And ye, verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars, and rumors of wars. All right, haven't we heard about wars and rumors of wars? Right, World War III. We keep hearing about these nuclear tests. We keep hearing about nuclear, like false nuclear warnings. Wars and rumors of wars, man. All we hear about this vibration is about World War III. That's all these days are about. So all that shit to talk about like peace and safety, scratch that, man. It's the Most High is ready to bring His kingdom back. You know what I'm saying? The kingdom's already there, but ready to bring His people back into the kingdom, because His people are the Israelites, and we're going to have our kingdom back. All right, whether you believe or not. Romans 3:3. Well, we're going to have that kingdom back. Right, Lord willing, man. You know, it happens this year. You know, how about Shem Yahushai? You know, that happens this year. You know, Aparat Zad happens this year. You know. All right, so yeah, you should hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. That means don't be afraid, you know, because we've already been warned. You know, the apostles and elders been doing it for over 25 years, but we've been warned well before then. You know, we had substantial amount of time to get ready. All right, through the Spirit, because the Bible speaks about, you know, thousands of years of warnings. You know, the Bible speaks about thousands of years of us being uplifted as a people, and then it speaks about how we were overtaken by other nations as a people and scattered about, gone into slavery. You know, up until this day, where we're getting where Israelites are getting shot down in the street by these other nations. Cops killing fucking kids. Cops killing old people, homeless people. They don't give a fuck, man. But ultimately it's because we fucked up, you know. But Most High said, all right, you know what? I think this is be your last punishment. I'm just gonna put it in your head to actually just stay on track, and I'm gonna give y'all the kingdom. But first, because y'all fucked up so much, I'm gonna have to put y'all through these ass whippings that I'm about to give y'all. And it's gonna be some major ass whippings coming. It's gonna be some major ass whippings coming. Like that wet switch ass whipping. You know what I'm saying? The one that takes the skin off that ass, man. After you got out the shower. That switch about to be on fire, matter of fact. All right. And it says here, verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation. That's what we're seeing now. Kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines. People are starving all over the world right now. And pestilences. Look at the flu outbreak. It's ridiculous. It's record breaking. And earthquakes in diverse places. What are we here for right now? What video did we just watch? And this has been going on for years, man. You know, since the Haiti earthquake. And then you had the Katrina hurricane. And it just gets worse and worse. And this gradually just keeps going up. And it doesn't like cease, you know. You can't get comfortable in this world, you know. The Most High said this is not our rest. It says that in the scriptures. You can't get comfortable. There's like literally no way to get comfortable. Even when, you know, when I used to be in the world more so, and I knew about this truth, but yeah, I was still going off out there. But like out there living for this world, basically, I just wanted to go out there and try to make a name for myself, you know, and make my name great in this kingdom, in this queendom. Excuse me, this is not a kingdom. All right, Esau rules this place, and I was trying to make this my kingdom. When the Most High said, "Don't do that," because I already have a kingdom waiting for you, son. You know, so and I didn't heed to that word. So I was out there trying to make this place my kingdom. And even when I was out there, I've gotten things who I consider to be great. You might consider to be great. You know, other people might consider like, damn, he got that, he got this. And I felt like it was null and void, man. I felt empty, you know. it wasn't comfortable, and I had things that people might consider to be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful women in my life, nice car, clothes, just like none of it felt good at all. You know, it's like I would get it and I'd be like, the fuck, like I don't even want this shit, really. Like, yeah, it might help me get a couple girls in my life, but I still don't want this shit. Like, it doesn't feel right. I want something that I can obtain and hold on forever, man. You know what I'm saying? So Yahweh said, don't worry about this places. You're gonna have the kingdom. Even to this day, I hate my fucking life because I have an okay. It's not. I'm not saying I'm comfortable, but I have, like, a little bit of space. I'm doing a little bit better than the others, but it, this shit's like null and void, man. I want the true kingdom. I want to go home. So these are the things that must come first before we can have our home back. It even says it right here, verse 8. All these things are the beginning of sorrows. So we have to go through these trials and tribulations first, before we can actually get our kingdom back and go home. All right. I don't want to ramble too much. Basically the point was brought out. Matthew, we living in the time of revelations, basically. The end time prophecies. In Matthew's 24th chapter, nation shall rise against nation, and the pestilences and the earthquakes and the famines. This stuff is coming. This stuff is coming harder. So I just want to bring this out in hopes that you brothers were edified through the Spirit. Give all praises Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders over at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing this truth and sincerity. All right. Like I said, if you're a black, so-called black man or woman, so-called Latino man or woman, or so-called Native American woman, man or woman, then go to YouTube and look up GMS Israelites. Stands for Great Millstone, and you will be edified in the truth. And everything that you need to know is all there, man. History, math. It's a better education system than what the so-called white man has provided for you throughout your whole life. All right, throughout eternity. With that, I want to say shalom.